3, 2, 1. And we're live. What is up, my brother from another mother? How have you been?
Good.
Yo, we're back. I'm sorry we kept you waiting. We know you guys love us so much, and we like to just mess with you. We weren't going to put one out till next year, but I said, you know what? You guys deserve this. You guys deserve to see how weird we are so you guys can feel better about yourselves.
Exactly.
So tonight, we're having such a crazy night, all right? Let me just first off say, just to get this going, get this rolling is harder than you think, especially for, two retards like us. We don't have no one helping us produce this. We don't have no editor. We've never cut not one bit of video from any of our podcasts.
Nope.
We're just raw. That's it. And so to get here is pretty challenging. I literally just almost, okay, so you guys see this little candle right here? How easy, it's just a simple candle? Well, I literally just almost got a 3rd-degree burn trying to freaking light this thing.
With your coffee grounds.
So I ran out of matches, and I don't have a lighter because I don't smoke. You guys shouldn't smoke either.
Nope.
If you do, I still love you. And so the only way that I could light it is to light a piece of paper on fire, and stick it in there and try and hold it there long enough to where it lights. And so anyways, I stick it in there, and the flame is just climbing up my freaking hand, and it's lighting everything on fire but the candle. And so I'm just holding it there, and this idiot's just laughing at me recording. If you guys follow him on Snapchat, you'd probably see me crying.
Rip.
Right? And so we did that, and then just now, for you, you're probably looking at us slanted right now. It's
Oh,
because
what's
we can't set the tripod up worth the crap. So yeah, that's us. That's us in a nutshell.
Yeah, bro, you were in California recently?
How
was
just
the
got
trip?
back from California. It was fun, man. I was there for a full week. I was there mainly training the whole time, for work.
Yeah.
Had 8-hour days, they're long conferences. But other than that, we got out at maybe 4 p.m. every day.
It's not bad.
And we had the whole day to just do whatever. So
Gotta see California.
yeah, we got to hang out. And my brother, he came down because he lives maybe an hour from where I was staying at.
Yeah.
I was in Anaheim, and he drove down and he stayed with me the whole week, and we just got to hang out, just me and him. We haven't done that I don't think we've ever done that. It's always just been the family.
Yeah.
So him just kicking it with me and hanging out, it was actually pretty chill.
Nice.
I had to feed the poor kid. He's starving out there. Poor Luke. He's out there going to school. He's grinding. He's doing good. He's meeting new people. He
Good,
just
man.
got accepted into a new college.
Nice.
The Mosaic. I don't know what it is. It's a Mosaic college, and it's pretty big out there. So he just got a new apartment, and
Oh, nice.
it's just adapting. It's his
Yeah.
first week out there.
Living life.
Yeah, he's out there living it, and you know what? I'm proud of him. He
Yeah.
had the courage to just do what he wants.
You go against the grain.
He had 1,000 reasons to stay here, and he just didn't feel right with it for right now. So I think
It's a journey.
it's a journey, man, and that's awesome. I look up to him for that, because it takes a lot to leave all your friends and to go start new.
Yeah.
Especially if you have so much foundation here, to just he could have stayed and been fine over here, but
Yeah.
he had a vision, and I gotta respect that, because when people have a vision and they act on it, it's it's really neat to see, because a lot of people, they always talk about, I hear even so many other podcasts of people, and they just talk about their vision and what they're gonna do and what they're gonna do and what they're gonna do, and then nothing ends up coming out of it, or I'm gonna own this business, I'm gonna be a millionaire, and I'm gonna own, and then it's well, what are you doing to work for that, And so Luke's right now putting in the work, and who knows, man? I'm not even worried about him, because he's
good.
he's such a good kid. He's got his head straight. He's not out there messing around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was kind of cool to just get to spend that time with him. He's actually, now that we're older, we get along a lot better. He kind of has a more of a respect for me, because whenever he was younger in high school, when he was a freshman, I was going through all this college stuff, and I was trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life, and I was living at home right out of high school,
Yeah.
I was doing it like that, and he like didn't get it. You know what I mean? He's like, why are you living at home right after high school? Like he like didn't respect me. Like he thought I was like
a joke.
Yeah, like you know. But
Yeah.
now that he's realizing like you can't just go and move out and do whatever the heck you want, like without like paying a price.
Money.
It's money, dude. He was telling me how much it costs to live there.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
He said it's like $800 just to have like a room and like a 3-bedroom apartment, like a small little tiny,
If
like a
that,
little room.
Like I have an uncle that lives out there, and he has like a little house, and it's like I think he paid like 300,000. Like he's paying for like a little regular house here would be what 120.
Yeah, easy. I don't know. It's fun living. I mean, it's fun visiting there for me.
Yeah,
Because there's
same.
just so much going on, and you can always find something to do. Like every day of the week, I did something different.
Yeah.
And like all the beaches are close by, but like to live there, it would just not. I don't know. It wouldn't be my style. Cause you have to just. Well, obviously we've talked about it, like the traffic.
Yeah.
Like this morning, I had to leave the hotel at 4 a.m. to get to the airport to catch a flight by 8.
Yeah.
You know, like so, like things like that are kind of inconvenient. Whereas here, you could just jump in the freaking car and send it to Santa Fe.
But the only bad thing is everyone wants to drive slow in the fast lane here.
Yeah, that's true.
You have someone driving slow in the fast lane, and you have like 10 semis.
Oh, those people need to just be rammed off the road. I'm not one to encourage violence, but if someone's going below the speed limit in the fast lane, just take them out.
I deal with it every morning, bro, going to work, and it just.
It's always when you're in like the biggest hurry, huh?
Yep.
You're always so stressed out. You're like, I need to get there, and you have this person that's just like, and like in your head, you're thinking this person's doing this on purpose.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He knows he's just rubbing it in right now, and they're just looking, and then they'll slow down.
And they notice you're coming up on them.
Yeah.
And they just look around. And
I can't stand those
then
people.
you make that weird eye contact when you finally pass them. It's like.
Instead, we should be blaming ourselves for waking
up
at the last minute.
But we're blaming them for walking this earth. I'm just kidding.
I know. Bro, you should have never been born. I don't get road rage that much anymore,
Yeah,
but that's because I live only like 10 minutes from work now that I live up here. But whenever I was living down south, at the time when I was commuting to Albuquerque, that's when I was the most stressed out. Because if there's one accident, you forget it.
Rip.
You're a half hour late to work, no matter what. And what bugs me more too, like when people are on the freeway and like there's an accident and the road's not even like blocked or anything, but people are just driving slow by it just so they can see what's going on.
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
I'm like, go, you freaking idiot! Like, there's not even nothing blocking you, but everyone's just all out of curiosity, like, oh, I wonder, putting on their story. Someone's all freaking dying on this road. They're all, oh, look what happened. Albuquerque vibes.
It's all the 550 strikes again.
There's some crazy stuff, dude.
Oh, dude.
I watched the news for the first time, like, in a while.
How's that?
Nothing changes. I feel like everything's just...
It's the same.
Yeah.
Same old thing.
I mean, the world keeps spinning. Like, I don't think we should live... I think it's good to protect ourselves, and I think it's good to know, like, have a good awareness, not be naive, like, and think that everything's going to be okay. But I don't think we should, like, live in fear. You know, I don't think we should like walk around or like hold our kids from going to certain schools or.
I feel the same way. I feel if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere.
Mhm.
You know, so.
Yeah, you gotta just be ready in here. You should prepare your kids, or you should prepare yourself in here.
Yeah.
And like then everything else will just be fine, you know.
Yeah. So I kind of prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
I know. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, huh?
Yeah.
Like right now, all around us, what's happening? Like what's big? Like we got the fires that are happening.
The hurricane about to hit Florida.
Oh, okay.
What is it, Dorian or something like that? It's like a stage 4 hurricane.
So I got something to say about like in my training in Anaheim, my instructor is she's from the East Coast, like where all the hurricanes hit.
Yeah. And
she was gonna go back. And because they were like saying, well, is there a hurricane hitting or whatever? And she's like, are you kidding me? She sounded like that girl. Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme where that girl was like, ain't nobody got time for that?
Yeah.
Like this was that girl's cousin, I swear. So she was so funny, but she was cool. And she was saying that I guess she's like, we're not gonna leave our houses for this. She's like, they always say there's a big hurricane coming.
Yeah.
She's like, it's always all hyped up, and then when it hits, it's just like a tropical storm.
Or like it misses.
Yeah, and so
Last
it ends
minute.
up. So she said what they do, because the power obviously goes out every time.
Yeah.
Is the whole neighborhood, they all get together and they take all of their food out of their fridge, all their drinks, all their everything,
Yeah.
and they all just have a big old block party.
That's sick.
Because their fridges are gonna, like, the food's
Yeah.
gonna go bad anyway, so they just all barbecue in the street and just eat all their food, and everyone just gets together, dude.
Bro, Florida's a wild place.
I know.
Florida.
Florida, you'll see freaking crocodiles on the side of the road, like you see.
Pythons.
Yeah, it's like it's like for real like the jungle. They said that there's panthers like in North Carolina, like black panthers, like in the jungle, like you see on the Jungle Book.
Yep. Nope.
Bagheera, homie's rolling through freaking.
Oh, he's rolling through the Carolina.
Homie's picking off little kids from the park out there, dog.
He's drinking the moonshine.
Bagheera's faded.
Dude, you know what? One thing I do have a fear of in like the animal, like not animal, like environments is the ocean. Ocean creeps me out, bro.
Dude,
I have like a phobia for that. Like
I know.
I could get in the
That is
ocean and
crazy.
swim, but once I'm in the ocean, like I just swimming, I can't feel like if I'm like 5 feet deep. You know?
Mm-hmm. You don't know what's underneath.
No, dude, you don't know what's underneath.
Shark
Could be
could
any-
just hit your feet, dude.
Dude, the ocean, anything could kill you in the ocean. And then
Alright.
I get
Well,
that what is it? What's the Jaws like? No, like just
Mhm.
in my head. So I'm like, no, I'm getting out of here. I just watch from the sand.
I'm good. I'm out.
Like Lil Wayne, I'm like, life's just a beach. I'm playing in the sand.
You're stupid. It's true though. I don't like the ocean either. I think I would rather be trapped in the freaking desert than the
Yeah.
ocean. I don't know why. Like the ocean just creeps me out, dude. Because
Yeah.
it is like a desert. Like you're isolated. You're alone.
Yeah.
You can't walk. You
You don't know
can't
what's
see
under you.
beneath you. You can't get any water other than from the rain. I just think of Castaway.
Wilson.
Yeah, you don't want to be like that guy.
No, I think also it's like we just don't know the ocean that well.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Like we don't know the Amazon that well either. But
Well, you can't fish or nothing. Like all the fish, like in the ocean, like even though the ocean's big and it takes up like 75% of the world,
yeah.
they say that like 75% of fish all live like on the shores, like in the coral reefs and all that. Other than that, most of the ocean's just an abyss. Like
But-
there's not just tons of fish everywhere.
What's
like
like
it's
those
just
fish
blue.
in Finding Nemo with the little light bulb? Those things are way down there, bro.
Oh yeah,
Those
the
things-
cave ones.
Yeah,
or
we don't
whatever.
know what's down there though. We don't know that.
Yeah. Don't you think that's crazy that they say scientists today say that we know more about outer space in our entire galaxy than we do our own ocean?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that.
That's kind of weird, huh? Like we know about freaking they're like, yeah, there's 10 other Earths and 4 other galaxies. I'm like, what the frick? You guys know that, but you can't even send nothing to the bottom of the ocean? What's down there, cuh?
Titanic.
What's that guy's name from Titanic?
Leo.
Leo's down there, dude. He's down there somewhere. We need to find him. We need to find the blue ruby.
Damn.
I've seen like videos of like well, you've watched Planet Earth, haven't you?
Dude, yeah.
You know how they go
Yeah.
down to like the depths of the ocean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not like all the way down, but like super far. They said that there's lakes at the bottom of the ocean of thicker water. So there's underwater lakes that are like the size of like Lake Havasu. But it's a thicker water. Like there's different thicknesses of water. And there's shores and everything under the ocean.
Nah, dude, I'm not gonna mess with that, man.
That's crazy,
Like
huh?
another world, like
So they
Avatar.
show, yeah, and like to show an example is like they got a guy that could actually go all the way down there, and he had a wheelbarrow, and so he had it like just in the regular water, and it was like floating or whatever, and he was right by like the shore. You could see how the water gets darker,
Yeah.
and he's getting a shovel and he's just lifting it up. It looks like he's just lifting up like nothing, and he pours the shovel into the wheelbarrow and it sets it down, and he dumps it and he fills the wheelbarrow up with thicker water. And he's walking around with it, and then he dumps it, and then the wheelbarrow floats. That's weird, huh?
No, that's sketchy.
That's
dude.
deep, huh?
It's too deep.
Imagine what kind of like swamp animals are living in the lake inside the ocean.
I don't want to know. The devil.
They say that Antarctica is like there's rumors that it's hollowed out. Like there's places in Antarctica that you could just go deep,
Oh, yeah.
all the way
A
to
lot
like
of people
almost
die
like
in
the center
those.
of the earth.
No, not like to the center, but like I was watching Man vs. Wild,
Yeah.
and he was showing people how I forget where it was. It was some frozen place,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like pockets of like really like thin ice, and when people walk on it, it just breaks, and they just get stuck in these like ice caves, dude.
Damn.
Imagine that, just walking.
And they say that's the most dangerous place to be cave diving or doing all that because the ice shifts by the minute.
Yeah.
So you could be climbing one way and then all of a sudden that iceberg will shift around. So when you're going back, it's like completely different. Or the hole that you went in could have closed.
That stuff.
They show like people that are like natives over there, like in North America or wherever.
Yeah.
And they get their food from the icebergs. And I guess during certain times of the day, the tide goes low enough to where they could crawl under the iceberg, and they get all these seashells, and they get all these oysters, and they only have like 30 minutes to get them.
Before
like
the ice shifts again.
Yeah, and then they get all the oysters, and they know that the time's to go, and then it fills completely back up with water like under ocean. So they're like that smart that they know the land that good. But they said at any moment it could they said it's like the scariest way of living.
Probably.
But what the heck are you gonna do? Like that's your only choice out there.
They have no McDonald's. He's like, give me a McOyster.
I'll have Tasty Freeze.
A McOyster.
A McOyster. Gross.
Oh, dude, we ate McDonald's today.
It wasn't bad.
That guy though killed me at the.
Oh my god, Brandon. This guy has no fear. Like, dude, you probably. I don't know. I don't even want to know what they did with our food. So we're like in the drive-thru and we're ordering food, and Brandon asks, "What did you say?" You're like, "Can we split the check, or can we have it in two separate orders?"
No, I asked.
Or what happened? What did he say?
I was like, "You guys need to try Sprite mixed with Powerade."
Oh yes. You wanted to split your drink.
Yeah, like half and half, like half Sprite, half Powerade. And he's like, "Yeah, we could do it, whatever." And I was like, "All right, nice. Like I've been craving this."
Like an ocean water.
Yeah. And then what did he say? He was like,
He's like, actually, we can't do it. He's like, yeah, they don't want to do it. And then Brandon right away, yeah, well, Chick-fil-A does it. Louder than heck. And this guy's like, well, we're not Chick-fil-A, sir. I looked at Brandon like, you know they're probably freaking like spitting in our burger right now, dude. You do not tell people that.
I was joking.
I know you're joking, but you do not. Because I got a salad, they can mess with that. Okay? They can rub their hands and just.
Remember Las Lunas when they at Burger King?
I don't want to hear about that. We shouldn't even talk about that.
At Burger King when they put weed in the cop's burger?
Huh?
You didn't remember that?
Oh no. I thought you were talking about when, like how people pee and like something.
No, what?
Someone told me that they. Never mind. Just don't eat anywhere out in Valencia County other than teriyaki chicken bowl.
They're feeding you cats there. Just
Dude,
kidding,
cats
bro.
are tender, bro.
Whoa.
I'm serious.
No, bro.
You guys never. Never mind.
No, but it was a while ago, like a long time ago.
They served weed?
To a cop.
Like gave him nugs?
Yeah, in his burger instead of lettuce.
What? That's balls.
I know, dude.
And he discovered it?
After he took a first bite.
What did they do?
And then he went back and arrested
He's all,
him.
ha ha ha. Kept the nug for himself. Ha ha.
He's all, I ordered large. What is that song you sent me? The guy
What?
who says that.
Oh yeah. Have you guys seen that meme where he goes, like in all his video, he goes ha ha ha. It's like the creepiest laugh. He just did a song about Chick-fil-A. What his name's Mike something Sprice or
I don't know.
Dice Sprice, Mark Sprice. I don't know. I'm probably messing it up, but he's so funny. He just came out with a new video. I'm gonna put it on my story today if you guys follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, do it.
So let's talk about our night. What do we do tonight?
It was pretty cool. Copper Point Church packed the house for Highlands High School
Mm-hmm.
as like a
Homecoming
it
game.
is for their homecoming game and got a lot of people out.
Filled the stands. We all went. They had a tailgate. They had
burgers,
rock wall.
like a slide.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was really cool.
Our whole church just got together and went out and supported the high school, and they ended up winning, right?
Yeah, 24-6.
Nice.
And it's cool to see like that, like a high school that doesn't get as much attention.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people go watch them.
Yeah, they don't
That's
get
cool.
the attention that they deserve, you know?
Yeah.
They don't get the support that a lot of other schools have. So, like, for us to all get Highland, like, we didn't wear Highland shirts because, you know.
I wore blue just to support, but I don't know about you.
Or blue.
Anyways, I think it was cool to, like, I feel like the kids, when they walk through the tailgate to see all the people there for them.
Yes.
That also gives you, like, extra motivation. Like, you should have motivation if you're playing a sport to win anyways, but I think it gave them the extra motivation. Like, there's people here watching.
Yes.
You know, like...
Isn't it crazy
like
that there's power in that?
Yeah.
Like, when you know someone's watching you.
You're going to try your hardest.
Or, like, when you know more people, yeah, you don't want to mess up.
No.
Like, just the nervousness of, like, losing in front of a bunch of people, it's, like, motivation in a way.
Yeah. And I feel like for them, like, they don't really get that a lot at that school, particularly. So it was more like one of those nights that they're on top of the world, nothing can stop them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, they made a lot of big plays.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, when they scored, they looked up at the stands, and they were just, like, happy, and we were all going crazy. We all had those noisemakers. Like every single person, the boomsticks, so everyone's going crazy. It, like, took me back to, like, high school days.
Yeah, it was pretty cool just to be a part of that, you know?
Yeah, I thought so. I would have never thought I would be going to a Highlands high school game
me either.
after I graduated ever. But it was cool that we got to talk to, like, a lot of the kids before. Like, remember me and you went and talked to, like, some of the kids that were just hanging out there, like the high school kids.
The soccer players.
Yeah, the soccer players, and they're like really excited about their season, and
yeah,
they were cool. They're pretty laid back.
Cool. Yeah, it was more like just talking to them, you know.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's just crazy to see how much times change, and I haven't been out of high school that long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what the heck's going on anymore. I feel like one of those old people. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like back in my day, we used to
have Vine. Now it's gone.
That was when the world went downhill. Huh?
Now they have
Did you notice when Vine went? It's like everything went to crap.
Yeah.
I blame Instagram.
Facebook.
I deleted my Twitter today.
No, why did you delete it?
Because it wasn't working.
You need to redownload
I think I'm gonna just keep it off. I think I might bring Snapchat back for a little bit.
Twitter's way better.
Should I?
Twitter.
I go on rants. Twitter doesn't need me. I pull a Kanye West. Roast everyone.
Hey, but talking about roasting everyone, what do you think about the Chappelle special?
Oh my god, I thought it was so funny. So what me and Brandon do before every episode, or before we shoot, like, our podcast, just to get, like, in the zone and get good, like, we kind of have, like, our, like, normal, like routine, huh?
Yeah.
We've started, like, and we'll watch something funny. We always watch some type of stand-up comedy. Like, we'll make it a thing to, like, right before we'll watch an hour set of whatever. And then, like, we'll just listen to music, and we'll just kind of get, like, just... Because we usually do them later at night, so, like, like tonight we almost didn't even shoot because we were tired. We're like, I want to just do it tomorrow. I was like, let's just do it. Yeah. And so we watched the Chappelle show, the new one, and oh my god, if you guys haven't seen it, it is hilarious.
His new special's hilarious.
It's so funny. I just love how fearless he is. Like, Dave Chappelle is up there. I feel like I'm watching history in the making.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, the new, like... It's funny because before I even watched the special, because I heard he had a new special, I was looking it up on YouTube, like Dave Chappelle, and that's all I get is, like, all these other news networks just talking about, oh, Dave Chappelle went too far. He made fun of the LGBTQ. Well, I don't even know the freaking letters. He went through the da-da-da, and he's making fun of Michael Jackson, and da-da-da, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, so?
Who cares?
He makes fun of everyone.
Yeah.
Like, what? So what? There are certain groups that we just can't make fun of? Like, we're all people. Who cares? If you can't take a joke about yourself, and, like, then I think that's stupid.
That's what he does for a living. He's a comedian.
Yeah. Like, I mean, all the stuff he says, he doesn't mean. It's just funny. It's meant to make light and joke about everything. Like, comedy's meant for people that have tougher skin.
Yeah.
When you listen to it, it helps you get tougher skin and get exposed to this stuff, and, like, that's why they're edgy.
It's funny.
And it's funny how he even like made fun of like Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah.
Like he was just talking because Kevin Hart, he was just making fun of like how people today like pull up tweets from like 4 years ago and they'll use it against you to destroy your career.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart was gonna host the Oscars or something.
Something like that. Or the Grammys.
I don't even watch those stupid award shows anymore. But anyways, Kevin Hart was gonna host it, and they pulled up all these tweets right before, right? And it was like something a homophobic tweet, or he was talking. I don't know. He said some stupid joke.
Yeah, he said a stupid joke
that came off as like he was homophobic, and because of that, he just quit. And I guess he was like praising him for quitting, and then he's like, and then he went on to apologize to the news for the next month and a half. Like he basically rolled over for everyone and was just, I'm sorry I did that, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But Dave Chappelle doesn't have that in him.
Mm.
He's so comfortable with who he is, and he knows that he's the funniest man alive.
Oh yeah.
You know, he knows that and who cares if he makes fun of people? He makes fun of white guys, he makes fun of Mexicans, he makes fun of freaking... I can't think of one group that he hasn't made fun of.
He even makes fun of himself.
Yeah, he makes fun of himself more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's all these... And it's almost like he baited like all these news networks and all these stupid like E-News and all that. It's like he baited them with the show.
Yeah.
Knowing that they were going to lose their heads over it. And sure enough, they took the bait and ran with it.
Yeah.
And everyone, you could tell it's people that have never watched, like, they're not true fans. Like, you know, we watch all his stand-up and everything. Yeah. These are, like, people that watch, like, the Chappelle show, like, once. And they're like, yeah, like, I love Dave. They're like, I used to watch his shows all the time, but he's just pushing it. I'm not saying he can't say this, but, like, I think he did go a little too far. It's like, shut up. Like, you guys sound like that kid that just can't take a joke in class and just ruins everyone's time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Simple. Like, there's things that are not funny to me that I don't care to watch.
Yeah. Like,
some people are like, you gotta watch this show or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. Like,
sucks.
I'm not gonna get anything out of it. It's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, who cares? Move on with your life. Like, don't make a big scene out of things that aren't even related to you. Like, who cares? You know?
It's true. It is true.
It's like making me like just not afraid to like be myself. Not that I'm like a bad person like or anything like that, but I'm not gonna stop being myself. Like if someone tells me, like I was talking to my mom on the phone when I was in California, and I was like, yeah, like me and Brandon, we're gonna probably just shoot an episode when I get back to California, and we're just talking, just I hadn't talked to her all week. And she's like, so, because I was telling her, she's like, well, what's your audience? Like, who watches your show? Or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, it seems like maybe like a younger crowd probably watches it. I said, when I go to like the high school to coach, like I get random high schoolers coming up to me saying that they've watched my podcast and stuff like that. So she's like, good. So now that you know that what your audience is, she's like, you need to tailor it to what they, and I'm like, I'm not going to tailor it to anyone. Mm-hmm. You know, I said, the reason that these people are watching us is because we're already doing what we're doing. Like, I'm not going to change to a certain crowd.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to just stay doing what we're doing. And if you fall off and stop watching us, who cares? We're still going to just keep being us, and we're still going to keep going against the grain. And we're like a force right now, dude. We're having fun with this.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's so fun just to come, do our daily, like how you said we do our routines.
Yeah.
Get in the mood.
It's more of like just a fun bond for me and you.
Exactly.
Like we have a good time. We make sure that we'll do something like just the whole time before we're leading up to the podcast. We just do all these fun things, and we get like it's like a preparation of like funness.
Yeah,
and it's clean fun. Like we're not out like it's all clean fun. Like we're out doing good things, you know.
Yeah. Like
now it's Friday night, Labor Day weekend. Everyone's at the club. Everyone's at the bar. We've got invited to go everywhere, to the lake. To wherever, and instead we're here, we're kicking it, we're watching Dave Chappelle. I mean, we're doing a podcast. You know, it's like productive fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's why this podcast has benefited us, because normally the only days that we can shoot it are like on a Friday or Saturday night, because during the week it's too hard.
Also, I was talking to our friend Colin from church.
Oh yes.
The buff dude. Shout out to Colin.
What up, Colin?
We were talking about, I was just like, I asked him, like, we're just going to talk after church, and I was just like, oh, yeah, have you seen our podcast, whatever, like, small talk.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you have any feedback? He gave me some feedback, and it was good feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. But we got into a conversation about how now it's just like more of us pursuing what we want. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of said like, he's like, what's more inspiring about you guys is how just like don't stop doing what you guys want
Mm-hmm.
to do. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he's just like, he's like, same for me. Like with what my vision is,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm gonna do it. And I was like, he gave something. He's like, you guys, he said like, I think you guys should have a little bit more topics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, dude, like that's good. Like we could take constructive criticism, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna do. He's like, yeah, but just it's nothing like bad. And I was like, dude, it's fine. Like you're not offending me.
Exactly.
Because like nowadays, everyone gets offended by the littlest thing. Like someone tries to tell you something for the better,
Mm-hmm.
people just start getting pissed.
Right.
They can't take constructive criticism. They
Yeah.
think they're just attacking you, so they could. So
We gotta appreciate that
Yeah.
bluntness
yeah, if you
from our closest friends.
exactly constructive criticism will make you better.
Yeah.
It's not here to tear you down and make somebody else better.
Right.
You know, so I was like, no, dude, like for sure, like this will help a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like what we have and like what you guys should do like in your own lives, and I hate overly motivational people.
Oh yeah.
Just personally, like I'm not like people. It works for people. Like people see people and they're like, you need to do, and then people watch that and some people get motivated, but it does the opposite for me. Like I don't need someone telling me how to live my life and like I don't need someone to be doing better than me for me to be like, I want to be just like them, because I've reached a point in my life that I know to be the best me, I'm not gonna get it from anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why we do like these. That's why we spend time in prayer. We spend time hiking. We spend time really just looking internally. We've reached a point where you have to ask yourself, what the heck do I want?
Yeah.
You know, what makes me happy? You know, does making me happy, like, is it staying out till 5 a.m. partying and waking up feeling like trash the whole next day and your whole 2 days are ruined?
Yeah.
Just for that 2 hours of fun and acceptance? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Or do you need, like, I don't know. I just think the answer is inside, and a lot of people, it took me a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time where I was just flowing with everything. And I was just go, oh yeah, let's go to this party here. Oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that. Yeah. Oh, I'm constantly doing what everyone else wants to do, when deep down I was kind of just like, I don't feel like doing nothing tonight.
Yeah.
But since everyone's going out and there might be a hot girl at this party, I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Or something, you know, like just for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So we gotta keep that. We gotta keep this, and keep doing what makes us happy.
Yeah.
Talk about what we want to talk about. You know, some people are watching this and they can't relate to anything we're saying. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, I expose myself to certain things that I know that I'm not gonna agree with anything.
Yeah.
But just to expose myself, it's good.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like we're in a day and age where not everyone's like this, but like more of the upcoming generation and some of like now people is just that it's never their fault, or it's the blame game. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was late because of like how we were talking about. I was late because this car got. I didn't wake up early, but instead of saying I should have woke up earlier, you know, everyone's just like mad, pissed off at somebody else when they're not like inside.
They're like, it's Trump's fault. I was late to work.
Yeah, for real.
There's people I know that like are really that crazy.
But it goes on with anything. It could politics, everything.
Yeah.
People will just play the blame game.
It gets no one nowhere.
Both sides.
It gets you nowhere. Sides. You could blame anyone for anything. You're not gonna. What are they gonna do for you? They're not gonna help you. They're off doing their own thing. So you could just be like, it's their fault. It's their fault. I'm like this, and just slowly die away.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, it was their fault, but screw it. Who cares? I'm over it.
Oh yeah, it was my fault.
I gotta get over it. It was my fault. Yeah, I put myself in that situation I probably shouldn't have been in. I, we've all made decisions that take us down roads that lead us a little bit astray, and you have to go down some rocky bumps and stuff. Everyone does that. There's no one that has a perfect life.
No.
I don't care how perfect these people make themselves seem on social media. All like that's why I don't like really vibe with like the super motivational people, because they act like they live this perfect life.
Nothing goes wrong.
And they don't.
Yeah.
I relate more to people that like struggle.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that you should be like on Instagram or anything saying like how hard of a day you're having or anything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you.
But I don't like people that put on this facade like their life's perfect.
Yeah.
And that, because then it sets an impossible goal for people that want to achieve that. So these people are like trying their best to get this perfect life, trying this, trying that.
Comparing themselves.
Yeah, and they're never gonna get there.
And then that builds depression.
And then they end up getting depressed. Like, I'll never be like that guy that's freaking perfect online or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I feel like the only person I really have gotten like real motivation from, like a speaker like that, is like maybe like a guy like David Goggins.
Yes.
Like some
dude,
guy who's,
same here.
Like
someone just telling you, like your dad. Like someone that's just like,
he's not, you know, he's done crazy stuff.
Yes.
You know, he's like, it's not like lip service.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for he's like actually did it.
Yes.
You know, and he knows he has the blueprint
mm-hmm.
for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's went through it. Like, but it's not a blueprint for our lives. It's just a blueprint for what he's went through.
Yeah.
And it's pretty, I don't know, I think that's motivating. Like, what is it, like triathlons and all kinds of crazy, like, runs like 20 miles a freaking day.
Yep.
Like,
he's crazy. I like him a lot because he's just so against the grain. Like, he loves that. He loves to live in that moment where you're like, want to die.
Yeah.
He's like, when you thought that you've given 100%, he's like, in reality, you've only given 40. If you really, really dig down deep and you look into your freaking soul and say this is 100%, you know deep down you're lying.
Yeah.
You've got 50 more % left in you to go. You know? So when he's like talking like that, I'm like, dang, like it is kind of helpful, because we always have times throughout our day where we're like, oh, this freaking sucks, or I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, like I'm gonna let it ruin my day. But this guy's like, I ran freaking 20 miles today. Hey, and not to like bag on people that are motivational, because I think people that are trying to be motivational and people that are, I think that all comes from a good place.
It does. No, yeah.
I'm not saying that people that do that are
bad.
I think that's awesome. And I think that if that's what makes them happy, they're helping other people. And that's what the world needs, is for people to enable other people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the only thing I'm trying to get at is just find what motivates you. Yeah. Find that podcast that elevates your thinking. You know, read a little bit more, challenge yourself.
I think
find that YouTube page that helps you, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's more of like those motivational podcasts or podcasts like that, like, they're good. Trust me. Like, I'm not talking bad about it. But I don't find, for me personally, this is my opinion. For me, I find a surface of motivation just on the surface level. I feel like you have to dig deep to get where you really want to be. Like, if you want a goal, it can't just be from someone telling you, like, the goal, like, just stay with it, with it. Yeah, that's good to hear, you know? But, like, I feel like you have to have that fire in you. You have to have that, your heart has to be with it. Your soul has to, your mind, everything that, for that goal to be accomplished has to be through you, not through somebody else saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense.
I know. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
I feel like it comes from a deeper, goals like that should come from a deeper source in you. Yeah. Than just someone, like, that's good that someone's telling you that. It's putting you on the right track mentally. Right. That's also good. But for me, I feel like it needs to be like, you have to do it because this is what you're called to do, and you just have to put your whole heart into it. Right. You have to find the thing. Get through the suck. Just find the thing in life that's worth suffering for to you. Exactly. We're all gonna suffer no matter what. Whether you choose to do this, you choose to do that. We're all gonna suffer. That's one thing that's promised in life. Yep. What is the one thing that you're willing to suffer for, and it's gonna be worth it to you? That's what's gonna get you somewhere. Yeah, I think too. It's like you have to suffer for the good things in life. Anything you do. Yes, you have to. You want that job. You have to do school. You have to do academy. You have to do something for a sucky period of time to get to where you want to go. And then when you finally get there, it's like flowers and chocolates.
It's not. It's
It's
not
still
at
a
all.
grind.
There's so much that goes on behind the scenes.
But you're in a better season than where you're trying to get there, and you're now here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're at that part in your life where you're just like, I went through all this sucky stuff to be here, so it feels way better.
Mm-hmm.
But even though sometimes it'll suck.
I think a lot of that comes with who you hang out with, too.
So you run with schoolboy
It
Q.
is. You need to keep people around you that are on the same path as you, more or less.
Yeah.
Not the same career path, but the same mindset. If you have one way of thinking and you surround yourself by a bunch of people that are content and don't want to go nowhere, they're just...
Yeah.
You can't grow. You're rooted in that. You're rooted in that dead root.
Yeah.
But if you're around people that you know want the best for you, people that are actually striving, people that... You just got to surround yourself with good people that want to... See you do good. People that care about you.
It's people that care about you and people that are selfless, too.
I think what motivates me the most, like just throughout, because, you know, we all have off days, we all have...
Yeah.
But I've really been, like, focusing on, like, just, like, my own consciousness.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be running, like, I'll be in the middle of running, like, 4 miles, and I'm, like, halfway through, and I just have a cramp, and just, there's so much, everything going on around me. And then I've been reminding myself, like, dude, you're alive.
Yeah, you're here.
You're alive. Look at your hands. You're breathing right now. You're running. People would die to run and have their lungs be gasping for air just to feel that energy. And you have the capability to do that.
Yeah.
And you're bettering yourself. Like, this suffering isn't for nothing. You're going to go to sleep tonight. You're going to feel accomplished.
You're going to feel good.
You're going to go home. You're going to eat dinner. Like, live in that. You know?
Yeah.
And it's, like, just constantly reminding myself of, like, you're alive. Like, this conversation, like, our conversation we have, this could be the last conversation we ever have in our life.
Yeah, I could drive home.
You have to have that, you know?
Yeah.
You have to have that, because if you don't and you're just sidetracked and you think forever is promised, it's not. It's going to go away, and then that's when regret happens.
Yeah.
I know so many, like, that's why I say, like, keep your family as close as you can to you. Yeah. Everyone, there's people with broken families, and yes, it's just life, you know? I'm thankful to God that my family they all understand the importance of that.
Yeah.
But if you have a broken family, find anyone that's gonna be that family in your life.
Yeah.
Like, that's someone that's gonna be there no matter what.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that, like, my brother, we fight the most. Like, he'll call me out on stuff that he knows, but we both know that we're gonna go to bed. We still love each other no matter what.
Yeah.
So he can, like, test the boundaries and, like, be like, dude, why are you doing that? Like, you know, anyone else couldn't tell me that. They'd probably, you know, or you couldn't tell anyone else, like, what you really want. But your family's gonna tell you the things that everyone's afraid to tell you.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's their job.
Yeah, it's their job, but it's good. You need that.
Yeah, I think too. Also, for me, was a big thing was like that really stressed on me that I shouldn't have been stressed on was failure. Like, to your family. If that makes sense. Have you ever felt that? Like, oh my God.
Like, I'm not just living for me.
My brother has a good job. My dad has a good job. You know, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't want to be that one that just everyone looks at like you failed. You know, that was my biggest thing, and like it took a lot off when, like, I just need to realize that it'll come as long as I keep working at what I want to do. You know, and like everyone goes through like that. So I was like, I stress myself so much. Like, you're right out of high school, how you said, like, I need to live out here. I was like, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be that one. You know, I think there's like, that could also be toxic in a way, because that's all you think about. That makes sense. Like,
it could be if it eats you up and you're not productive, but it's good to have that anxiousness.
Well, it's good to have that anxiousness, but I'm saying to a certain extent, like, to the extent I'm saying was like, I was just looking for any career I could get into. You know what I'm saying? Like, just so you could be safe. So I could be like, okay, now I got the attention off me. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm making my own. You know, I'm doing things for myself. It's not like, you know, like I'm a little baby in the nest still. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy that has to be taken care of. Yeah,
You
but
want to be that person.
I'm saying is like that for me. That fear of failing was so great that I was literally gonna someone came up to a job like, oh yeah, you'll have this job career and make this much money or whatever, and it could be like the worst job, like shoveling crap. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. You know, like I'm not gonna be that guy, but like I'm happy I figured out like in God's timing more than mine.
Yep.
You know, because He will put things in your way, or put things in your path that He wants and what He's setting for you instead of what we want and what we're stressing about.
Yeah, He won't set you up for failure.
No, but yeah, He's not.
Now that you're understanding,
I'm understanding that concept more of like, don't just see something that's good right away,
right,
and jump into it.
Don't just take the first thing that's thrown itself in front of you.
Don't put all your
eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
it's good. It's hard.
It's hard
because you don't know. What door is gonna open after that one,
or what's gonna close.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. That's when you have to listen to your intuition and most of all listen to what God's telling you in your life.
Sometimes you gotta just dig deep and ask yourself, what would Nacho do?
Eat a taco.
Eat a taco. Look very strong.
And the kind of squeeze.
For those of you guys that are my closest friends, you know that this is probably my favorite movie of all time.
Shout out to Diego.
Shout out to Diego, our boy. He hooked it up.
He painted it.
It's honestly a really good piece.
It's so sick.
I know. I got you to paint. Have we talked about that yet?
I think we did.
We did, huh? We're gonna have to do another one.
Dude, let it flow.
I'm gonna have to let it flow again, man. I'm gonna have to get more canvases.
Yeah, I'll have to have it.
I'm gonna go to Santa Fe tomorrow morning. We're gonna go look at some art.
Oh, I know, dude. That's sick.
We're gonna go to the market.
That'd be dope.
I gotta be back by 1, but still, we'll go have some fun.
Yeah.
I always like going and I can only be in Santa Fe for like a day.
I can't be. I could, yeah. A day's perfect.
After that, the people start pissing me off.
Rip.
Even the bums. They're like, spare change. They're like Squidward, and I give them like a quarter. They're all, that's it?
I know.
I'm all, be thankful, homie.
What's all
I'm all about to pull Dave Chappelle and take all the money back.
Yeah, Santa Fe's a strange place, but I like it. It's pretty cool. A lot of culture.
Cool, yeah. It's fun to go snowboarding.
Yeah, dude, it's coming up. Farmer's Almanac say this summer have a good snow season.
Lake Tahoe for New Year's.
Let's do it, dude. Birthday, 21st.
I'm going to take this guy to Lake Tahoe for his birthday.
Snow Globe.
If you guys want to go, we're going to probably go to Snow Globe for New Year's. It's in Lake Tahoe. I went about 2 years ago. Probably the funnest festival I've ever been to.
Nice.
I'm serious.
Dude,
like, I've been to like the big ones that everyone's like, we gotta go to this. And they are fun, but Snow Globe is like one of those that gets brushed under the...
The one reason when you said Snow Globe is because you're in the mountains.
Yes.
Snowboarding.
You're literally in the mountains. Like, when I was there, I remember just looking around me. And Flume was playing his set for New Year's. I'm looking around me. There's trees all around me, pine trees. Like, it's secluded. Like, you're...
Yeah.
Like...
You out there.
You're out there. You're in your snowboarding jacket. And then to the right of Flume is a snowboarding competition happening.
That's so sick.
And you're seeing people air out, do backflips.
See?
And for, like, us, it's, like, overstimulation. It's
I know.
fun.
We're just like, whoa! I can't wait. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on it, just watching sets, dude. I'm getting stoked.
Yeah, like we'll get a big house at the top of the mountain, and
dude, we got it.
Maybe we'll get a day of snowboarding before or after, because they usually get a lot of snow there.
Yeah, they do. I think they're one of the ones that stay year round.
Yeah.
One of the mountains in California do.
Yeah, they do. That's cool. And then they have the Hard Rock Casino there too. It's like a cool little town, Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe. I want to go. I've never been. It's time to check it out.
We'll go. I'm not sure if we'll drive or fly, but one or the other.
I could drive. We could drive.
Last time we went, it was me, Danny Jaramillo, Laguna, and Diego. Shout out to my boys. Yeah. We all took a car out there. We drove Danny's mom's car. And just us 4 guys just sent it. Like 12-hour drive. I don't know how many hours it was. But we stopped in Vegas on the way there, stayed a night in Vegas halfways, and then we drove the rest of the way. We knew some friends that lived in Vegas, so we just went and stayed there a night just to break up the drive.
Nice.
Talk about like an old school like road
Trip.
trip. Like we're stopping and buying fireworks at like random places. We freaking so like on our way, you know how you're just like having fun, you have all
Yeah.
this energy. We bought like this giant like firework, one that sends it in the sky.
Oh yeah.
And we were driving, and I don't know who freaking lit the firework, but one of us lit the firework, and it's going off, and we went to throw it out the window, and it hit the freaking window, and it bounced back in the car.
Oh.
And this fuse is going, and we're like, pull over, pull over. Danny freaking gets on the side of the road. We all jump out of the car, bro, and all our windows are down, and you just see freaking firework fly out of all the windows. Look like a bomb, dude. And we're just looking at the car like, oh my god, we're so screwed right now. We go back in, and there's like a freaking, it looked like someone lit a dynamite inside the car. Oh, poor Danny. He's like, bro, it's okay. Let's not think about this.
That's how Danny is. He's all mellow.
Yeah,
He's
Danny.
very
But
mellow.
inside, he's probably like these freaking idiots.
Someone beat up here.
Yeah, but that's like what's fun about driving, you know?
Yeah. You get
But
the
like on the
stories.
way back is when it sucks.
Oh yeah, you're like, I'm going back home.
Yeah, you're driving back. You're like, I got work tomorrow. I'm freaking tired. Like, That's
Yeah.
why I like flying everywhere now. Like flying, just even like to California now, 2-hour flight, easy.
Nothing.
Get there, ready to go.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think maybe we could fly out there, rent a car.
Yeah, that'd probably be good too.
Yeah. Snow globe's sick though. You have there's like a giant igloo that you party in. It's called the igloo, and you walk in and it's like a big deep house like rave.
They just the
Nothing
set
but
going
like
on in there.
super like Chami is playing in there.
Dang.
Like some old school DJs like with that old funk.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing like, because it's all white, right? And there's nothing but neon lights that are making the ice blocks glow, so it looks like
Oh, it
everything's
looks
going around
crazy.
you, and everyone's just in there having a good time.
Yeah.
And there's just a bunch of different stages, and they're like all far apart from each other, but like secluded.
So that's so sick.
So I think you'll like it, man.
I'll
We'll
love
see.
it.
I'm sure there'll be good artists there.
Who cares? It's just the experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we don't know anyone, we'll learn more
We'll
new
learn.
artists. That's what festivals are about, is learning about discovering new artists, you know?
Exactly.
Finding new names. That's how like
Music.
some of my favorite artists now I've discovered at a festival.
Yeah, you don't know
I
anything
didn't know
about
who
it.
I didn't know who the hell they were. But I
Yeah.
was walking through and I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah.
You know? Speaking of festivals, I'm gonna go to Red Hot Chili Peppers at the end of the
I'm
month.
so jealous. I've already seen. I've seen him too, so it's all good.
I know, you've already seen him. Screw you.
I know, but you're seeing him in California. That's a different story.
Yeah, we're gonna go see them at I'm taking my little brother to Ohana Fest. We're gonna go together. We've never been to a concert together.
That's
I
gonna be
asked
cool
him
though.
if he wanted to go with me. I think he's gonna have fun.
Oh yeah, dude.
It'll be cool
It's the
for us
peppers.
to hang out like that.
It's the peppers, man.
It's my favorite. For those of you guys that don't know, Red Hot Chili Peppers is probably my all-time favorite band, and I've never seen them. And I'm gonna get to see them in California for the first time, and it's gonna be
Hometown.
special. In a month, I think it's September 29th is when we're gonna see them. So I'm gonna be flying back to Cali in a month,
Yeah.
sending
California.
California, rest in peace. If you guys like reading, you guys definitely need to read Scar Tissue, the book that Anthony Kiedis wrote. It's like their
Crazy.
documentary
Yeah.
on just his whole life. It's based on Anthony Kiedis, like from his perspective. And him and Flea, the bass player from Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Yeah.
they've been best friends since they were like in middle school.
That's so sick.
So they have that relationship that's probably gave that band longevity.
Dude, the way they started too, they used to play with they used to play naked with just a
With
sock.
the sock.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
against the grain.
That's
That's
a-
against the grain.
It's too against the grain for me.
Oh my god. I can't wait to see them.
I bet.
And now they're getting older, you know?
Yeah.
This
They
might
still
be-
crazy, dude. They still run around the stage.
I
And
hope they don't rock the sock though when they're with me.
Rock the sock.
I'll be like, okay. Could we get this guy a towel? It's hanging a little low.
It's all cold in here. That's
Right. What else is coming up? We got the fights this weekend.
Kalabib.
We got Kalabib. We got Kalabib Nurmagomedov fighting Destin Poirier.
Yeah. Dude,
Who else is on that card?
I don't know.
I just know Khabib is fighting Destin
Kalabib.
Poirier. It's gonna be a good fight.
That's gonna be a good fight.
We both want Poirier to win.
I think Poirier's gonna beat him. I think he's gonna do it.
I hope he does. I think that would be awesome.
It would be cool. It would be cool.
But a part of me wants Khabib to keep winning, so...
Fights McGregor.
No.
Ferguson.
McGregor, he's out.
This is confidence.
McGregor's could just keep fighting old bums in the freaking bar. Just kidding. I like McGregor, but I think he's just in a whole different place than these animals right now.
I don't know, dude. McGregor's
I think he's got a ways to go to get back to that. Like, he's got the right mindset, he knows what he's got to do, but he ain't ready to jump in with these killers right now. I think if he went out of Tony Ferguson and these guys, he would really have his hands full.
Tony Ferguson's just a crazy dude.
Tony Ferguson is a savage.
He is a savage.
You know? And so is Poirier. Poirier's got heart. I really I didn't like Poirier at the beginning of his career, but now I'm starting to like him more. Especially after he fought Max Holloway.
That was a good
fight. That was huge.
That was a big fight.
Yeah. So I know we talked about it last time on our podcast about doing some community service. So we decided on a date. I'm gonna pull it up right now just so I make sure I have it right. 2 weeks from now. So right now, it is the 31st of August. So September 14th. Save the date on your calendar. Just clear that whole day up. September 14th. It's on a Saturday. We're going to go to an orphanage. We decided on an orphanage. Okay? We're not going to announce what orphanage yet, but we're going to announce it on our Instagram very, very shortly. We just need to hash out some stuff with the people who run it, and we just need to make sure that we have all our ducks lined up before we announce it. So we're going to, if you guys don't already follow us on Instagram, we're going to drop it on the description below this video. So after this video, if you're not following us on Instagram, go follow us. Stay in tune. We're going to announce it on here. Okay? So we are going to go for an orphanage, and we're going to try and donate money. I'm going to recommend everyone bring $20. We're going to send someone maybe to go to Walmart for us and go buy just a bunch of fun games, toys, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're just going to all just give and have fun. Okay? And after, maybe we could all we're all going to be together anyways. Maybe we could all go eat after.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go back to my parents and throw a big barbecue. But the important thing is just community, you know? Helping other people, and then us also just all hanging out. Why not?
Exactly.
You know? It's going to be fun.
Let's do it.
Let's eat good. We'll have Uncle Marty come over to come cook some brats.
What's up, cousin?
We'll throw down, guys. So that's our announcement. Other than that,
better see you there, though.
Yeah, better call Saul. Just kidding. I think I don't know why I said that. Oh, the new Breaking Bad movie's coming out, and they filmed it in my apartment.
There's a movie?
Yeah, it's coming out on Netflix. I think it's coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out like next month. My brother sent me the trailer.
Your apartment? This is in here? Your room?
No, but they did it like right outside of my room. So check it out. Someone probably got murdered right down my hallway. But other than that, we love you guys, okay?
Love you guys.
We'll see you next episode, and I love you, Brandon.
Love you too,
Take
bro.
care of life. Take care of life. What the hell did I just say? Take care of yourself and life, brother. Could be next year, could be tomorrow. Love you guys.